Hello mirrors. So today I'm going to do a short reading. It's a pick a card for what the universe has to say about your current path. It seems to be coming up a lot in the collective about if we're on the right path, what does it mean to be on the right path, and I would just like to extend this information to you and channel some guidance from the universe. So, you know, short and sweet, hopefully. I know sometimes I can be a little long-winded, so we'll see. If you're new, go ahead and hit subscribe. I'd love to have you added to my family, and also like and comment if anything resonates with you, if you have any suggestions, anything like that. I love your feedback. I love hearing from you guys, but we're going to go ahead and get started. We have pile 1, which is the Malachite, pile 2, the Selenite, and pile 3, the Hematite. And the ites, they all end in "ite," and that wasn't purposeful, so that's kind of funny. Didn't realize until I said it out loud. But anyway, the timestamps will be both in the description and in a pinned comment, so you can just go straight to it. If you feel like more than one resonates with you, you are more than welcome to look at more than one. But without further ado, let's check out pile 1. Hello, pile 1. If you picked the Malachite, this is for you. So I'm going to lay them all out and then we'll talk about them. We have the 5 of Pentacles. We have Magical Gateway. It takes courage and trust to venture into the unknown, yet this is where the greatest rewards are. It's time to step boldly forward without looking back. We have Radical Self-Acceptance. You are perceived the way you perceive yourself. We have a Loved One in Heaven. Thank you, loved ones in heaven, for drawing close to me at this time. Let me move this over here. I'm going to try to fit this on the frame. We have the Great Gathering. It's all coming together. Intuitive hits, Soul Tribe. We have the 3rd chakra, which is Archangel Chamuel. Hope I'm saying that right. And then we have the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, so I intended for this first tarot card to be where you are at and where you are moving to. So going from the 5 of Pentacles to the Queen of Pentacles is absolutely beautiful, guys. You are moving in the right path. And right now, I feel like you probably don't feel like you are heading in the right direction. You're feeling like the things around you are not representative of what you've been working on manifesting or what you desire. But you are moving towards this Queen of Pentacles. Now, this is a universe of free will. This is entirely up to you if you decide to move in this direction of Queen of Pentacles. And Queen of Pentacles, she has to take responsibility. We also have the 3rd chakra here. So you can't just be passive in manifesting the life you want. You have to put in the work. You have to have the type of discipline that is necessary to manifest what you want. Whether that means meditating or going out and pursuing your dreams, doing other law of attraction things like scripting, that kind of thing, whatever it is, there are many different paths and many different ways in which you need to manifest, to do in order to manifest the life that you want, that you see for yourself, that you truly, truly desire. This isn't just a one-off thing. There are many things. So there's the masculine and the feminine that you're being asked to embrace. But I'm thinking for most of you, because we have females in all of these except for Archangel Chamuel and the man here. But everything else here is feminine, very, very feminine. We have, you know, the female here, female here, female here, 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 and here. And of course the Queen. So lots of feminine energy. So it feels like you're more focused on moving forward outwardly, but your internal is not matching up. So you're pushing forward on things, but inside you're not feeling right. And this is really clear when I see this radical self-acceptance. You are perceived the way you perceive yourself. So if you're perceiving yourself as this 5 of Pentacles, out in the cold, desolate, not having anybody, not having the things you desire, just feeling really not on your path, not in your energy, that's what you're going to manifest. You have to look at what you have. What is your hand? What is what is realistic. So say you want to, you know, have this dream job of, I don't know, something you might perceive as difficult, like becoming a lawyer or a doctor. And right now you are a cashier at a supermarket. Okay, this is just an example, a rather extreme example, but you know, we all have very lofty goals in life, so you might resonate with this. But you see that that dream is so far away, and all you see yourself as this, you know, this cashier that makes maybe a little bit more than minimum wage, barely getting by, and not having the time or energy, or feeling like you don't, to pursue something more, feeling like it's so far away. You can't just, you know, up and drop everything, go into school, push forward, when you're not feeling it within, when you're not feeling like that's your identity. You're still feeling like that cashier, and I'm not trying to, what's the word? Like, I can't think of the word. I'm not trying to be like negative about cashiering. I've done it a lot in my life. I just mean, as far as, you know, in comparison from going to making like a minimum wage or a little bit above to becoming a doctor making 6 figures a year is a big leap. So if you're still seeing yourself there, and you never like accepted that's your current circumstances, and use the cards that are dealt to you before trying to move forward, you might end up falling back on this. So you're really being asked to change your identity from within. At the same time, accepting where you are now, being honest with yourself, having radical self-acceptance, and knowing that you are the one that has the power to change this concept. And when you change your concept, you change it at the same time as moving forward with the masculine energy of doing. But you're being asked to be first. Okay, so that's the main message I'm getting here, especially with this third chakra. This is about your center, your identity, who you are, your ego. There is something within you that has this desire to become. And the reason why you're stuck in this feeling of desolation is because you're not becoming that first. You're trying to seek it out externally. So let's look at the other 3 cards here I haven't gotten to. So this magical gateway, it takes courage and trust to venture into the unknown, yet this is where the greatest rewards are. It's time to step boldly forward without looking back. So this is saying you have this current identity. It's not everything that you are, because you are an infinite being of love and light, and you are God within a human body. You are a personification of an aspect of God. Like, that is extremely powerful. You have unlimited options within, you know, your very being. And so, yes, accept where you are. Radically accept where you are, and then move forward boldly, because you do have everything within you. I'm really feeling this loved one in heaven. For some of you guys, this is a direct message saying that this is supported by somebody that you've lost, that you feel really close to. Could be a mother with this Queen of Pentacles, but it doesn't have to be. If that doesn't resonate with you, because I'm seeing the angelic wings right here with Archangel Chamuel and the loved one in heaven. So this could be that Archangel Chamuel is one of your guides. So you might want to look into him and see if any of that resonates with you. Or this is just simply your guides, higher power, higher entities, you know, those kinds of things. They're with you. You are not alone. So even though you may feel like you're in this 5 of Pentacles energy, that you feel very alone, that you feel like you don't have anybody guiding you to where you want to be, you do. And that acknowledgement was really going to help you move forward on this path. And then we have the Great Gathering. It's all coming together. Intuitive hits Soul Tribe. So not only do you have loved ones in heaven, you have Soul Tribe here. And as you move forward into your purpose here, as you walk on that path, radically accepting while also moving forward to that which you yearn to become, you're going to call in your Soul Tribe. You're going to see how things come together like a puzzle. And yes, this is very cliche, but who was it that said it? Marilyn Monroe. I don't know if that's this is like a real quote from her, from someone else, but it's often attributed to her. Things have to fall apart before they come back together. And so you may be feeling like that energy of things falling apart, if you notice. I love this card. I think it's absolutely beautiful. She's had a mastectomy. So there's this loss here, but she's absolutely beautiful in her energy. And you may have felt like you've lost so much throughout this. But the universe is really asking you to be real with yourself, to accept your losses, understand that things can still come back to you, or that you can manifest something that is more in alignment with you now. But we are who we are, and all of these flaws, all of these imperfections, all of these things that maybe we have perceived as failures can create who we will become. But right now, the present moment is important. And in that present moment, the more you can feel in your power, the more you can pull everything together. So I love how this reading came out. I love all the messages here. I think it's really beautiful, and I hope that you guys have felt the same way. Again, please like, comment, subscribe. I love to hear from you guys. I love whenever I know that something resonates with you, or if you have any suggestions, anything like that. But that is it, guys. I love you. Hello, group 2. If you picked this beautiful selenite, let's see what's going on. What kind of information does the universe have about the path that you are on? With the Chariot in the reverse, hope. Hope is always there, even if we can't see it. Optimistic expectations can help change a negative situation into a positive one. We have melting mask. Allow your spirit self to shine through the many roles you fulfill. Take time to breathe. Thank you, angels. I breathe with ease, knowing that you're here. Mirror, who or what is triggering you? First chakra, Archangel Michael. How interesting, because another chakra card came up in pile 1. And then we have the 5 of Cups. So definitely a lot of you guys are feeling really stagnant, and I'm feeling like you're feeling stagnant because of the things outside of you with this who or what is triggering you. First of all, that is a really good question to ask yourself. With this 5 of Cups here, what is it that you feel alone of? And of course, the lesson with the 5 of Cups is always that 3 cups has spilled and there's still 2 there. But the person is not noticing the 2 cups. So what is it that makes you feel like you've lost something, or that makes you angry? Feeling a loss of freedom is really what I'm getting, because I'm really noticing this take time to breathe out, this vacation imagery, this feeling of freedom and of openness. But then right beside it, we have her looking in the water in this mirror image, and the water here too. So it all kind of ties together. Of course, the water and the 5 of Cups as well. So there's something to do with your emotions, and that's going to be your compass. When I see the Chariot in the reverse, it's really this feeling of you can go forward, but something is keeping you stuck, and the energy of moving forward is there. When a card in the tarot is in reverse, I always feel like the energy is there for you to take hold of, but there's something that is preventing you from grabbing hold onto that positive energy. So I'm feeling like a lot of you guys don't feel like there's hope. You've really kind of lost hope. I'm really getting so much scattered energy from this pile. And I feel like you guys are having a hard time. But the guidance here is pretty simple, to be honest. The universe is asking you to chill out, to really pay attention to those things that don't make you feel good, that make you feel, I'm really feeling like that constricted, even though it's not here, that 8 of Swords energy of feeling like you're tied in one place, limiting beliefs, feeling like other people are controlling you. That is simply an illusion. Other people are upsetting you. Other people are making you feel less than, feeling like you can't have the things you want. You can't go on your path. The Chariot, that is literally like a card of going on a path, of moving forward on a path, and it's blocked here. And then, of course, we have this 5 of Cups, this feeling of loss, this feeling of like maybe in order to move on, you know that you have to let some things go, and you're so focused on what you have to let go that you're scared to move forward and reach for those 2 cups. And you know, 2 of Cups can be romantic, but a lot of times it's about integration. It's about bringing in the energies of the polarities. And Chariot also talks about polarities. So we have a lot about that here. Not to mention, we have, you know, the mirror card on this mirror imagery. That which you see outside of you is triggering you. There's something within you that you need to address there. Like, why do certain things trigger us? There are reasons, and that is where your compass is. That is how you're going to start to pull yourself onto this right path. And there's a lot of energy of restfulness, of figuring things out before you take those steps. I think that more than anything, that's what the universe is asking you to. You have the first chakra here of security, needing to feel secure in your path, needing to feel secure before you take those steps in and towards what you want. And that's okay. I'm really feeling more than anything, the universe wants you to be happy in the present moment, to feel really relaxed and present, and not feeling so strained by the past or so strained by the future, but at the same time maintaining hope that this path that you're going on, these things that you want, these things you desire, even if you can't see or know or acknowledge what it is exactly you want, because you're not noticing these 2 cups, knowing that there is something there, that you can depend on it. I almost feel like we have this first chakra, and hope to me really resonates with the crown chakra, of understanding that this universe is infinite, and these desires that you have are not just pipe dreams. You know, there's something real. There's something you can actually attain. But if you never have the hope, how can you manifest it? You know, if you never feel secure in your own body, in your own, the things around you, you're going to be stuck in survival mode. But we have melting mask. Allow your spirit self to shine through the many roles you fulfill. So this may be also that you're feeling very fragmented. Maybe you're feeling like, you know, yourself as a mother, as a, you know, employee, as a spiritual person, as a brother, as a daughter, as a, you know, every role that you have is just scattered in a million pieces, and you can't find a way to kind of bring them all together as one. But when you can do that, and I recommend meditation, it can be something as simply as visualizing, because we are these logical creatures that we want to define everything. We want to give everything a name. We want to analyze the hell out of everything in order to come up with the perfect solution, when a lot of times this visualization, visualize your energies coming together, just cutting cords, visualizing white light coming within you, or whatever light you feel drawn to. Your imagination is real. It's even more real than this 3D world, believe it or not. And bringing these things together is really going to help you not feel so scattered about and so lost. I feel like a lot of you guys feel like you're just hanging on by this little tiny thread, and that's only because you're out of yourself. You're externalizing, you're so focused on everybody else, and you've lost hope, and you've lost your sense of security. But the universe wants you to know it's all there for you. All of these energies of hope, of this mask melting, of this chariot moving forward, this energy of freedom and being able to breathe, of being able to look at the external and understand that it's just a reflection. It's nothing more. It's nothing that can control you unless you allow it. That you do have security, and you have Archangel Michael and other archangels and guides protecting you, and that these 2 cups are behind you. All of these things are here for you to hold on and to reach out and grab them. But there is internal work to be done. And more than anything, the universe is asking you to become one, to stop fragmenting yourself, to stop externalizing. If you really felt drawn to the Malachite in pile 1, you might want to go back. I feel like these are kind of similar messages in a way, different in many different ways and aspects, but Maybe it's something that's going on collectively, because I also relate to this message as well. But that's all I have for you guys. If you've enjoyed this reading, like, comment, and subscribe. I'd love to hear your feedback. If you have any suggestions, anything like that, of course, pop it down below. But that is it, guys. I love you. Hello, pile 3. If you picked up this hematite, let's see what the universe has to say about your path. Okay. We have the Four of Pentacles, nature's signs. Be receptive to the subtle messages from nature as you go about your day. Nature talks to us continually. We only need to open up our hearts and minds. Distorted desire. Conscious desire rarely satisfied, the unconscious need driving it. The miracle of prayer. Archangel Sandalphon. Thank you, Sandalphon. I'm so sorry if I'm mispronouncing that. For delivering my prayers to heaven. We have trust your path. Oh, how funny. Trust your path. If you knew you would be supported, what would you do? And we have door to value. Beautiful. And then our final card is Two of Pentacles. So let's take this step by step. Last energy was really scattered, and I'm really feeling to move this on progressively. Okay. It's funny how all these readings are different. So we have nature's sign here, being receptive to subtle messages from nature. So this also, what I've really picked up with this, nature talks to us continually. We only need to open up our hearts and minds. And Four of Pentacles is about closing. It's about kind of constricting yourself, wrapping yourself up, feeling like this is where I am now. I'm holding on to every little bit of it. But the universe is saying there is magic around you. Go on nature walks, look at the animals, look at the trees, quiet your mind and listen to what comes up. You know, whether you're attributing it to like a tree or a fairy or your guides or God or just yourself, it doesn't really matter the messenger unless, you know, you want it to. It's about quieting your mind and hearing those messages, and being out in nature really helps. There is this need to let go because it feels like there's this destination. You have these things you desire. You want to start walking on this path, but you're so tied to your home. And I don't necessarily mean your literal home, but like your comfort zone. You're so tied to what you have now. You think that if you let go, you're going to lose everything. And because of that, you aren't noticing the signs the universe is giving you. You're not allowing yourself to take in new information. You're only taking in what currently resonates in your comfort zone, which, you know, there's growth even in your comfort zone. So it's not to say you're totally stagnant, but we are talking about paths here, and paths obviously denote moving forward, getting out of your comfort zone, going somewhere new, experiencing new things. We have distorted desire, and I haven't got this card yet. I'm really fascinated by it. I feel like this is the heart of the matter here. Conscious desire rarely satisfies the unconscious need driving it. Now, I really would like to go into the book for this. 1 second. So my nieces came home, so I am talking lighter, and if there's anything that interrupts this reading, I apologize ahead of time. So I got the book, and I just wanted to read the mother's message on here. It says, once we get clear on what our heart's core desire is, and therefore need, we are ready to recognize it in whatever form it takes and to receive it. Make the space for your heart's true longing to come in by freeing yourself of any illusions still haunting you. So to me, this feels like your external desires and your soul desires are on two separate paths. You have the unconscious and the conscious at battle with each other. And that makes sense with this Four of Pentacles here and this nature signs of letting go. I'm going to move on, but I'm going to come back to this, okay? We have the miracle of prayer. So if you're feeling lost, understand that you can ask. It is totally within your ability and right to ask for higher help, whatever you may name it or call it. And there's a lot of information about the divine here with the miracle of prayer and nature signs. really asking you to seek forward something higher than yourself and to ask for what you want, or ask for clarity, ask for signs right here. If you don't know, ask for a sign. Like recently my signs have been roses, and so I put that out in the universe. Hey, show me roses. And it is so funny how they pop up, and how it's been leading me closer to the things I want. So you can do something like that. Or you can ask for numbers, ask for anything, ask for dreams. You know, prayer is very real, but in the way that maybe mainstream sees prayer, of just asking without doing, without getting out of your comfort zone, that's not what I'm feeling this is about. I do believe miracles can happen. I do believe you can ask for something without lifting a finger and it come to you. But the reason it doesn't happen every time is because often we think we're going towards the destination when really we are excited about the path. We're excited about getting out of our comfort zone and everything we learn on the path rather than the destination, which would be like whatever you're wanting to manifest. So understand that sometimes we don't just receive exactly what we want, because what we're actually looking for is being on the path and getting to do the things that we want to do, moving towards it, that we learn everything, that things get unlocked for us, that we get out of our comfort zones. So trust your path. If you knew you would be supported, what would you do? And I think that most of you guys have not stepped on this path yet. You've been kind of feeling stagnant, stuck, kind of held back. I feel like a lot of you are learning a lot from where you are now. And so I don't feel like maybe you think you're stagnant because you've been in your comfort zone. I feel like you have been learning a lot. Maybe you've been manifesting some things, but there's something bigger, something that is requiring you to take a leap of faith and to start walking towards. Okay, whether this doesn't have to be physical. This could be a mental, emotional, shadow work, uncovering parts of yourself, being, uncovering past lives. There's so many different things. So ask yourself, if you knew you would be supported, like there were no restrictions, like what would you do? Would you, move to Tokyo tomorrow? Would you go ask that person out that you've been wanting to ask out forever? Would you have children? If you knew that like the things that you wanted would be supported and you weren't thinking about how all the external things could pull you away from it, what would you do? Honestly, this is where your heart lies. This is where your path is. This is how you can define it. Now, I'm really feeling drawn to pulling a supporting card for this Two of Pentacles here, but we have it ending in door to value, which is absolutely beautiful. So getting out of your comfort zone and trusting the path you're on, allowing this energy of prayer and signs and synchronicities. Okay, that makes sense. To come to you is going to lead you towards finding your value, what you find actually valuable. This could be actual like money for you guys, but what I'm really feeling is it's more about value of yourself as a human. You may have felt, I'm feeling like a lot of you guys feel kind of useless, or like you have who you are now, and that's all you're good for. And that's simply not true. You are an infinite being of light. You have so much potential. You have all the potential, not just so much. And when I asked for clarification, I did get this 10 of Cups in reverse. And so Two of Pentacles, like I was saying before with this distorted desires card, is you're at war with yourself. There's two parts of yourself, who you are now and who you want to become. And the universe is saying you don't need to sacrifice who you are now. You're finding value, okay? If you go into, an antique shop and you find this vintage jewelry, maybe it's all dusty, it's lacking shine. You don't know if it's costume jewelry or if it's something valuable. And then, you polish it up and you take it to an appraiser and they tell you it's worth tens of thousands of dollars. That value was always there. And that's what I'm feeling. Your value is here. Who you are now is not, you're not trying to become someone else. You're remembering who you are, and you're dusting yourself off, and you're allowing yourself to see your value and acknowledge it. So you're not, this is why this Two of Pentacles is not in the reverse. You don't have to choose. Who you are now, you're holding on to it so much. This value, this path you're going on, the Ten of Cups, which this energy is here for you to take hold. Those things are in your future. Those things you desire, those things that you want, that feeling of happiness, of fulfillment is there for you to grab onto. But it's your decision. You know, you're the only one holding yourself back, feeling like you have to sacrifice who you are now to become someone else when that's not who it is. You're simply allowing yourself to understand your true value. This Ten of Cups being in the reverse, I'm really feeling this, again, this distorted desire. Conscious desire rarely satisfies the unconscious need driving it. So you may think you want something, right? You may think you want to go on a path of, oh, I want to be a lawyer because it's going to make me a lot of money and I want to feel secure, you know, or I want to get like some plastic surgery because I don't feel good, and I think if I get some plastic surgery I'm going to feel better about myself and people are going to want to be around me, or I can find true love. You know, sacrificing who you really are in order to appease some sort of external desire. That's what I'm getting here. Those things are not going to make you happy. Your path is this value of realizing your value, of realizing that you can ask for help, you can ask for signs, you can start to see that life is so much more than maybe these smaller desires for the external, maybe to appease others, or feeling like you have to do what you think others should do. And that's why this question of, if you knew you would be supported, what would you do? That's why this question is here for you, because you don't need all those other things in order to have your value. Again, that value is inherent within you. It is you. You are valuable as you are now. It's just dusting yourself off and allowing yourself to embody that value. So I think this message is really beautiful, guys. I feel like all three piles kind of work together. So if you've enjoyed this, you can go back and listen to pile 1 and 2, and I think it'll give you a lot more information that you can utilize in order to get on your path and to feel good about it and to feel good about yourself. So that's it, guys. If you've enjoyed this reading, please like, comment, and subscribe. I love to hear your feedback. But that's it, guys. I love you.